We had a very intense discussion about the use of Russian assets, from which we want to further assist Ukraine. We will now examine this carefully, and there will likely be a concrete decision on this at the next European Council in 3 weeks. I will support any way that allows the use of Russian assets to help Ukraine and ensure that this will come to an end as soon as possible. Putin should not underestimate our determination. There is truly a very strong unity. And there is a very firm resolve to confront this aggression together. And for that, I am extremely grateful.
In order to achieve peace, because that is our objective, we want to increase pressure on Russia to convince it to return to the negotiating table. This is the purpose of the 19th package of sanctions adopted by the Commission. It is also the meaning of an additional step we are now taking in the fight against the so-called shadow fleet. There are about 800 to 1,000 vessels operating under this shadow fleet, often sailing under questionable flags, I would say, and contributing to Russia's war effort by financing 35 to 40% of it. Therefore, in recent years we have taken many measures against this shadow fleet, including sanctions. There were suspicions. And so there was an action by our Navy. It faced inappropriate and extremely aggressive behavior towards our frigate and the helicopters that had been deployed, which subsequently justified the opening of an investigation and therefore judicial action. We are in a moment of permanent confrontation with Russia, which is using the full spectrum of hybrid tactics to destabilize us. From drones to aircraft entering our airspace to cyber attacks and information warfare, as we have also experienced in front of several French mosques with deliberate provocations and attacks, all of this has Russia behind it. On top of that, of course, are the acts of war we see in Ukraine, or hybrid actions such as pushing migrants toward the Polish border. All of this is happening right now in Europe. And in response, we have clearly decided to raise our threshold of reaction, to be present, to coordinate very closely with the alliance, and above all to strengthen European defense.
I'm extremely happy by the...
Once again, I want to reaffirm the full support of the French people and of France for the British people. On this highly symbolic day, the Manchester terrorist attack is yet another reminder that our Europe is a victim of this terrorist madness and of anti-Semitism. I want to reiterate to Prime Minister Starmer and to the people of Britain our unwavering solidarity, and also to the Jewish community in the United Kingdom and across Europe. All European leaders are firmly committed to this fight against anti-Semitic acts and of course against terrorist attacks, whatever form they may take.
Mais nous sommes tous en train d'augmenter nos budgets, ce sont des responsabilités nationales.
Can you share with us a little bit?
I'm very cautious because our services and our justice are still working. But obviously, as soon as we will be perfectly sure about the nature of the information, we will be follow up, and our Danish friends and your Prime Minister and your services will be the first one to be informed. I don't exclude it at all, but I cannot here attribute very clearly and establish a clear link between these two phenomena. But I want to reiterate my full support after this drones attacks and this destabilization, and I think we are all in total solidarity, and this is why, by the way, we cooperate for the security of this summit.
Ça veut dire quoi le gouvernement ce soir?
Ça veut dire que je rentre à Paris. Merci à vous.